If you follow these 7 steps and you repeat, you can grow to every county or every state that you want to grow to. How to start a home care agency and scale it to 50 states. I believe the best business that's here to stay is home care business, but the clients are everywhere. They are scattered throughout the country. So, how to start a home care business and scale it to 50 states, my opinion. Okay, my name is Idris, and I have been in the industry for about 17 years now. I help people start their business, stabilize it, and scale their agency across multiple states. I have seen small, single city agencies grow into multi state operations. I have seen great ideas fall apart because the owner doesn't have a system. So today, I want to give you a roadmap, the same roadmap I use when I consult with home care agencies um, nationwide. This is not about franchising. This is not about giving up control. And this is about building a process so strong that it can be repeated in every state in America. Step one, start with one state. Build a prototype agency in your first location. Before you can scale, you must build a foundation that is stable, compliant, and profitable. So your first state is your prototype. You need to make sure you have a solid foundation for your admission and intake flows, staff hiring and onboarding, training, competency and compliance, billing and revenue cycles, revenue management, scheduling and daily operations, policy and procedures that match state regulations. So if you cannot run one state with clarity and structure, you cannot multiply it. Scaling only works when the first location becomes a model for others to follow. So get your first branch right. Learn the system. Step two, what separates agency that scale from those that stall is one thing, that documented processes. If you have no system that is well documented, then obviously you have failed at the beginning and you will stall. So you need to create playbook on how clients are onboarded, EVV and documentation, caregiver recruitment and orientation, incident reporting investigations, quality assurance, payroll and billing, Medicaid compliance steps. Now, I'm lecturing about all of these steps, but we built a system called Softia that has all of these things. Okay, so if you really follow the system, again, it's just a system. It's not going to force your hand, but if you follow the system as it's designed and use it forever, then your system, not your personal hassle, will grow the business for you. Okay, step three, bring in growth manager or multi-state consultant. So you can't scale alone, obviously. It's not a magic, right? You cannot expand beyond your home state. You need a person whose full job is expansion. So generally, when you decide you're going to expand and you have money, you need to hire a consultant or expansion manager who will get it licensed that state. And once that state is licensed, you hire an office manager and a field manager or one or the same. So the growth managers or consultants handles state licensing, Medicaid enrollment, waiver program applications, EVV integrations, survey preps, and other compliance related checklists that you have. That's really you as the owner. Don't get involved in that because you need to be running your agency. Or you can do that if you let the manager run your first branch following the same system. Okay? So hire a consultant or a manager to open the second branch. Step 4. You need to build repeatable leadership structure in every state. So in every new state, you need essentially an office manager, as I said, field supervisor, and a local HR or recruiting person. If you have centralized human resources, obviously you don't. Your centralized or outsourced human resources department to recruit for all the states. So, but ultimately you need an office manager who will be also a field supervisor, or you need a field supervisor. There's no way to go around that. Okay. So, get a branch, get it licensed, hire an office manager, and then repeat the process, right? So, step 5, centralize what can be centralized. To scale to 10, 20, or 50 states, you cannot reinvent these operations every time. So you need to centralize your HR onboarding. That's what I was talking about. I'll probably outsource that. You need to centralize your billing and claims, payroll. You need to centralize client documentation templates, right? Policy management, software, again, we are Sophia, um, and then the quality assurance department. You can also have a marketing department for your company that can basically build ads, run it all the states. That's how you would do it centralized. So you have an office, but you have a central management. Step 6, you need technology. So build or use a technology-driven operations. Multi-state agency cannot run on paper, text messages, or spreadsheets or Google Drive. You need to use a platform like Softia that provides digital admission, electronic scheduling, electronic signatures, EVV at the state, document management, compliance tracking, so on and so on and so on. Technology removes guesswork, reduces error, and makes every office look the same across all the states. Okay? Step 7, scale intentionally. Okay? Choose your next state strategically. You go with states with the fastest licensing timeline first. States with strong Medicaid waiver demand. State without moratoriums. State with favorable reimbursement rates. And state with aging population. Your growth manager guides the order. Your system ensures success, and your leadership keeps the vision on track. Okay?